Alright, so welcome back again. My name is Jesse, and in this wonderful and exciting tutorial, we're trying to see how to use Omnigent with a local model, right, via Ollama. So let's see what Omnigent is. So Omnigent is a meta harness developed by Databriks that is very useful and acts as a common layer for all your different AI agents such as Claude Code, Codex, or Pi. And the idea is that it serves as a meta harness, right? So a harness is just simply something that is built around the AI agent, but the meta harness is something built, a common layer built around all your harnesses. So let's see how to work with it. So first, you see the main architecture. So the main architecture of Omnigent is like this. It has a runner and a server. So the runner is a sandbox that has then a sandbox and then some other tools where your CLI agent or your agent harness such as Codex, Pi, or Claude Code, or any custom agent will work, right? So it has the runner area. Then there's also the server that acts as a server, normal server that interface with either your UI, which can be a terminal UI, web UI, or any of them, right? And then this is very useful for us, right? And this is also useful for the humans. So it's serving as a bridge to allow humans to work easily with your AI agent, right? Now let's see how to install it on our system. So I'll go back again to my workspace here, and then I'll just copy it here. So there's support for UV, for pip, for homebrew, but you'll be using the normal installer. I'll copy this one here, and I'll go back to my terminal, and then you start working on it, right? So if I come back here, yeah, and then I'll just install it. So this is how to install it on our system, and now it's going to detect the system from my platform. So UV is there, Node.js is there, npm is there. If none of these are there to install it, to prompt you to install, then you can install. Now we have my Omnigent. So all your agent, one CLI, right? Perfect. So let's see how it works. So first you can set up here, or you can just use the default model. So you can use Claude Omnigent to launch a specific harness like Claude Code or Codex, or you can just use this default one, right? So if I go with Omni, right, just Omni, right, Gent, or just Omni, right? If I go with just option here, this is automatically going to specify that, okay, I have to specify a harness to use, right? Perfect. And I can also go straight away with it. So this is a simple way. The other alternative, I can also do Omnigent setup, and then both of them. So either I just go with Omni or Omnigent, and it's going to specify that I have to configure my harness, right? So I have Claude Code, Codex, Pi, right, or Cursor. So let's see with Pi. So I already have Pi installed on my system. If I go to here, I already have Pi already installed, right? So I have Pi already, and if I go with Pi, I can see that this is my Pi agent already, right? And I can check for the models that I have. As you can see, I only have one Gemma, right? Gemma 4 from Ollama. And then in case I want to add a model, there are several ways you can do that. The simple way is that I can just go to my Pi. It's supposed to be inside here, right? As you can see, we have .pi here, right? And then this is where I have to go into. I have to go into my Pi. Then we have my, if I come back here, we have my agent. Then you have this, so you have to create this models.json file. And then inside this models.json file, you specify your model, right? So I'm using Ollama, so I configure my provider, Ollama, and this is the URL, right, that I'm using, and the model that I have is Gemma, right? Perfect. So I can actually open this one here so that you can see it well. So this is the stuff I'm using. Perfect. You can also use any of your stuff. Now that is the other way, right? So we have configured our Ollama, right, already. So Ollama is already running, as you can see from here. We already have Ollama running with Jamma, and we have configured with PyCharm using this approach inside the terminal, which is here, right? Perfect. Now the next thing we need to do is that we need to configure Omnigent, right? So let's do that. So you can simply do my Omnigent. We just select Pi. So let's go with Pi. Then let's add a credential. Then I'll pick a gateway. So if you have OpenAI, Anthropic, OpenRouter, Databriks, you can also add of them, but you use the custom gateway. And I'll just go with Ollama, right? So I'll just give my harness as Ollama, and then I can just paste in this URL, the same URL that I used, this one, or I can just go to their docs. Let me close this one so that it doesn't I'll explore this one later. I'll go to the docs for Omnigent here, then I'll search for Ollama, and then to just give you the option to set it up, right? So there are different API providers, as you can see, Mistral, Croc, in case you have any of the API keys. Then there's different gateways, so I'll just go with Ollama as my local one. Then I'll specify the base URL, right? So this is the base URL that I'm using. Perfect, right? And that's it. And then this doesn't require a key, so I can just put in anything. And then that is it, right? So you can also configure your harness to be driven by both Claude or Codex if you want, or you can just pick any of them, right? So let's pick both of them. I'll use the API response, right? You can use the chat completions, but let's go with this one. I choose this one, and I can also specify the default gateway for Claude, right? In case you want to use Claude, right? You can also specify the model there, or you can just go with my Gamma example, right? And then that is it, right? So now I'm done. I can just go back again to my back. Now you can see that we have my Ollama configured for the Claude harness, and then Pi also configured, right? You can also modify the configurations, but this is an example. Perfect. That is it. And now once you are done, we have configured the agent, right? So I can now just do my Omnigent, and then once I run this one up, we have also Poly, right? So there is Poly, which is the default agent, which is going to manage them. So if you open Poly like this, it's going to give you a session. So let me take up this one. Let's switch to Chrome. This is the web interface, right, from which you can actually run, right? So 6767, and then this gives us a very nice user interface, which you can switch to the light theme or the dark theme, right? Anyhow you wish it to be, right? And then from here we have the different sessions, all my recent sessions. You can switch to the collage sidebar or the other sidebar, which is quite cool. And then you can also get the inbox, right, to see what is happening, right? There's also the option of having different agents, right? You can see from here all the different agents. So we have Pi, which is already configured. We have Poly, which is my multi-agent coding. We have Debbie, multi-agent debate, right, which can just delegate to these ones to work, right? And you can also configure the rest as you wish. Perfect. So that is the main idea. Now I can actually interact with it. So if I go back here, this is Poly, right? And that is what is running. Right? I can actually, and you can see, try asking Poly to span the following subagents. So we can actually ask Poly to span Ollama, Codex, or Pi chat, or Pi. But let's go back here and ask something. So what is AI agent harness? And now you can see that once I ask it, you can check the terminal to see what is happening. Now you can see that my Pi agent has picked up my task. So this is Pi working, and you can see it's working. I also have, if I go to my agent now, I see Pi instead of Poly, right? So I see Pi as the agent that is now working. And then this is working locally. Right? You can see my GPU, CPU, right? My GPU, my CPU taking a lot. So what we are doing is that we are using Omnigent as a meta harness, and then it's communicating with Pi agent, and then the request is going to Ollama to Gamma for, not to our outside. This is just local. So that is what Omnigent is doing behind the scene. You can see that it's thinking through it. You can see the result. If I switch to the chat, you only see that it's working. You don't see the logic, right? You can actually configure it to show this one, but the terminal one will show what is happening behind the scene. And you see that it's doing two core formation, read docs, read me, and it's doing some thinking process. This is Pi agent doing the stuff behind the scene. And you can see it here, right? Very cool. Then whilst it's doing that, we also have the option to see the file system here. You can hide all the files or show all of them, right? You can hide everything inside it or show just the available one. It's taking some time for it to return some response. You can switch this one to lighting, so you can see it well, which is quite cool, right? And you can also talk with it from mobile, right, which is quite useful. So that is how to set up Omnigent, right, on your system, right? So all you need to do is that you install it on your system. As you can see, after installing, you can now configure that poly to do the coding orchestration that breaks your code into specs, or you can just go straight away to the UI, right? This one here. This is Ollama. It's our API provider. Right, I like the idea from Databriks, right? So this is very, very cool. Of course, they have support for different gateways. So Databriks, Unity API Gateway, MLflow, OpenRouter, Light LLM, Ollama, Azure LLM Studio, VLLM, right? Hugging Face, GPT for all, and they support different API providers. As you can see, there's several of them, so you can actually use your API key. And there's also one more stuff you can also do here, that if I switch here, right, Omnigent, you can also launch others, right? If I go with help, you can, it's supposed to be Omnigent -- help. You can launch Claude code directly. You can launch Codex. You can configure them. You can launch Cursor, Debbie. This is the default one. Poly is the default, right? For multi-agent orchestration, there is Pi, what I have. You can also run an Omnigent host inside the remote sandbox. You can start the server, right? So this is what is running here, this thing here, right? So this is the server, right? And you can select as finish. If I go back here, right, so this is funny why it's giving us this. So you could see that it made a call, but it did not give us the right stuff, right? It's funny. So ask the agent anything, you can add some stuff to it. Let's see, what do we mean by agent? What do we mean by an AI agent harness? Yeah, I want to see what it's going to do. So all of this is local, not an API, but you can see that it's somehow good, not that bad. If I check the terminal, you can see that it's actually doing some stuff, right? Yeah, so that is the simple workflow. So thank you for watching the tutorial. In case you have any question or contribution, you can put inside the comment section below, and see you another time. Bye. So that's what we did today, right? Hopefully it's able to run some stuff. So I can also do the server, the same thing. I can set up, I can stop everything that is running on the system. I can upgrade the CLI, I can do some debugging, and then I can attach the report to a live session, right? We never start anything. So if I go back here, so now it's working. So you can see what it's doing behind the scene, right? As you can see, I did a lot. I have some other sessions that I ran, and then this was one activity I was doing that it's supposed to create a file. So I asked it to create the actual steps, right, for some stuff, and then you could see that it actually generated a code for it, the base agent, which is quite cool, right? And then you can actually download it, which is very useful, right? So there are some stuff that it can also do, right? Based on, this is my local model, Gamma, right, being run by Pi. You can see this is run by Pi. If I go back here, it's running. If I go to the chat, you can see that that's giving us the definition. So an AI agent is, in the context of AI software development, refers to the framework or set of tools infrastructure used to build, manage, and execute complex AI agents, right? So there's a framework, scaffolding, orchestrator, tool integration, execution environments, and the rest. So that is very useful. So thank you for watching. See you another time. I hope with time they will improve upon this and add more features to it. But this is quite useful, right? So thank you for watching. See you. Bye.